First opened back in 1975. There's a look inside the iconic Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The setting in this dome just serves to amplify the excitement of the folks in New Orleans as their Saints burst from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Trenton Cannon on the return. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Keep coming, man. Keep coming. Keep on coming.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy at midfield to the 45-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against an interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
Well, the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there.
7-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll fake the handoff. Now Hill. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
7 yards on the play, and it's a 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels.
And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Tony Jefferson. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Still's the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he'd stand in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things for
interception.
different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many syllables.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Sheldon
officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
on the play brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He gets this into the hands of Kirkwood. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you wonder, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Now 4th down.
On 4th down, the Panthers call on their undrafted rookie from South Carolina, Joseph Charlton, to punt. As he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they won't get a chance to bring this one to their own 20.
23-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Play fake. Hill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it's Hill. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 27-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17. They'll run. This is Kamara. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Let's check on the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over you, and as soon as you snap it, trying to get your hands up and block them, you can be a little bit late getting it done.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. Touchdown, New Orleans! Jared Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints add on to their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early, give you the first score, and then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, we've had that conversation with them prior to the game. They always say, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally marked down at the 23. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
30. 1st down, Carolina.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
14. Panthers, nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Bridgewater. And Brate, the tight end's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Second and inches at the Saints' 13-yard line.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The carry.
4 yards on the play. That's going to lead to first and goal.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Bridgewater now. That was hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Saints. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown.
Saints.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Saints 21, Panthers nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Brings up second and
one thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down, McCaffrey. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Third and 1. Here's Bridgewater. Just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
Again, McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get loaded in those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
On the ground, Kamara. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I see what they were trying to do there, trying to find some dead space in the middle of the field and take their shot right there. A really good idea, but it winds up incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Hill. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First grab for Thomas. It's good for a first down as well.
7-yard line.
He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he's taken down inside the 30. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs him. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when he clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Emmanuel Sanders.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6.
I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
They find Sanders. And he's going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Hill to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Josh Hill, incomplete. Brings up.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A shotgun snap for Hill. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
And just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Slide to kick off for Carolina.
Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over first and 10. At their own.
So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. They start the second half with Kamara. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Kamara, the ball.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. Let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down. Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hill on third down. Rolling to his right. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
3-yard line.
Now Kamara. A good burst there, gets him 7 up to midfield.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's second down. Running with Kamara. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Down and 11.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Hill. The open man is Smith. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Kamara. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On the move to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a completion left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Curtis Samuel. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get it that time to Stills, and it's 3rd and short. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Got his target, Samuel. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
To Curtis Samuel.
Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They go play action. Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard.
It's now 3rd and 13.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Saints on 3rd down. They've been outstanding. 7 first downs and 8 tries. This is going to be blitz coming, and down he goes. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by K'Wan Short. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And this will be taken at the 13. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
Their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Gain of 6. And it's
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther first down. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
4th down, they're going. Bridgewater. Complete. He finds Brate. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Bridgewater again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10.
Ball carrier.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 12.
They run it again with Kamara. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team.
Trying to run down some clock with Kamara. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
For the Saints.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And just a net of 31 here, 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
41-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for New Orleans. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it It all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Saints, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Carolina, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Atlanta Falcons come to town. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my power. Hey, look at my dogs. Way back then, claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the little go miss? Ay, how she was magic, she mixed. Met her at one of the functions, we caught her the rhythm. She caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Need a light year just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
I heard the flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit, we on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. You're friend smart, but my boy's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what would help. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth.
It is always a celebration here in New Orleans, and we are just outside of the French Quarter at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. This is what it looked like just a moment ago in the heart of New Orleans. Folks, there's no place for this noise to go in the Superdome. It is loud, and these fans are ready for football as their Saints get ready to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Time for a much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, Week 1. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Option play, and Hill will keep it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. And this, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that, and here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game, and all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
First carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Jameis to throw it. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 43. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
The 43-yard line.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action now, Winston. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 43 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
5-yard line.
Brady and the Buccaneers here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And a Buccaneer first down.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Airing this one up. That's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Mike Evans, 59 yards. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
That
extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7.
The kickoff for Tampa.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Winston. And a catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
At the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Winston. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Another Saints first down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
A first down throw for Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's a nice tackle there by the safety, but in truth, he's really playing linebacker because he's lined up so close to the line of scrimmage. He's able to read and react with force and make the play behind the line.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints have taken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taken in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Now a play fake, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Deontay Harris. They call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pick up there.
46-yard line.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And at the 25-yard line.
Play fake. Winston. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To the air again with Winston. We'll get this one underneath to Kamara. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Winston on 3rd and 2. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. On first down, here's Breida. He's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. Let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Saints 14, Buccaneers 7.
To the air again. Hill. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. William Golston. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Winston. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
3rd and long for Winston. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own
Offense set to possession. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And Jones with a nice burst there on 1st down as he'll be taken down, but not before a gain of 7 yards. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
Brady gives this one out to Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got a hit and lost it. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think they should take the ball.
Touchdown! New Orleans! Jakeem Grant, 32 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in a situation before where a turnover occurs. If you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. It's caught. Jones. And out across midfield down to the 45.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block would be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
He's going deep for Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance in guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
He's got Evans. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Brady to Evans that time. 1st down, Tampa. Throwing now is Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Brady. stepping up. He's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers.
To Zach Ertz.
From 6 yards away. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
Their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Tight end Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Brought down back at the 19.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
At the 48-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
Kamara, the ball carrier.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Good catch there by Emmanuel Sanders, and he's exactly who you want in your locker room and who you want on your team. He can integrate into an offense quickly. He joined the San Francisco 49ers at midseason last year and had a huge impact in their run to the Super Bowl. He's a veteran receiver that everyone respects. And
breakaway from Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Saints add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score is Saints 31. Buccaneers.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to keep it here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and inches.
On play action, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
A gain of a yard. And a Buccaneer first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Well, we'll see if they can do it here. Airing this one out for Evans. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. They run it in with Breida, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
That's good.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Now you can cover Michael Thomas however you want to. Guys in the short zone, deep zone, mid zones, 2, 3, 4 defenders. He finds a way to get open. 149 catches in 2019, a new NFL record for receiving. Any route you want him to run, he can do it, and he finds his way open. And there's the anchor of this line, Big Vita Vea on the tackle, former first-round pick in his 3rd season now out of the University of Washington.
2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They go play action. Winston. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in his performance.
They run with Breida. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Saints just continue to roll.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we get to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if some guy, there got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
On second down, it's Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
The ball carrier.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Looking for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down. Shotgun now for Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Antonio Brown, 26 yards. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. And the lead is down to 24.
Makes the score Saints 45. Buccaneers 21.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. This is Breida. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Matt Breida, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And this offense is running away with this one. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Saints 52. Buccaneers.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
4th down.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're not to find out. 4th down. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. So he needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer 3rd, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open territory instead of going where the play was actually blocked. In any case, it didn't work here.
35-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida.
Matt Breida. That's good for us Saints. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard.
Back down here live in New Orleans. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's Breida. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one good for 14 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now it's Breida. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. That would give to Breida. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Matt Breida with with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Saints are pouring it on. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Saints 59. Buccaneers.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trailed big in this 4th quarter. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on to it at 2nd down.
Marcus Williams on the coverage.
Throwing again. Brady. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Down at the 42-yard line.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Play action. Now it's Brady. Looking downfield for Godwin. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Chris Godwin, 53 yards. And the Bucs are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Brady. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it.
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Cameron Jordan in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
And out.
Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Bucs try it on 4th down but come up empty. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Turnover on downs.
On the handoff, this is Brady. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
They'll They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50, the 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
41-yard line.
And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, here's the option. There he goes left side. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
The kickoff for Tampa Bay.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And they give this time to the tailback. Breida loses it, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.